Hey guys, in this video we're going to be doing the binding for the Everlasting bundle where we combine the Everlasting and the Mini Everlasting together in one album. So we did the cover in the last video. Now we're going to do the binding, and we're going to add one of the pre-planned add-on pages, and then I think in the next video we'll make another page and then we'll add that into the already done binding. And then we'll finish up the album. I'm not sure if I'm just going to do the covers after that or if we're going to do some more stuff on the inside. I haven't decided yet. As always, my templates will be in the description box below. The video playlist for the Everlasting will be in the description box below, and any and all products that I use will be down there as well. So just be sure to open up that box and scroll down to check out the different links, so it'll take you straight to where you need to go. So what we're going to need, the only thing we're going to need for this video is page 24, which is the binding page. I printed off from the muted backgrounds that's available in my shop, number 2, and then I printed page 24 in grayscale. I didn't put a background design on it, it's just the plain one. So we made 4 pages plus our one add-on page, but we're not going to put an extra fin for that. We are just going to do it like we were putting 4 pages in this mini album. So the first thing I'm going to do, I think, you guys, is I'm going to cut it completely out. This is a Fiskars Precision rotary paper trimmer. So I'm just going to go ahead and go all the way around, even though I'm not going to be using the whole thing. I'm going to trim it out. It's just easier, you know, to have the extra pieces if I make a smaller album, you know, using this binding. It'll already be cut out. So okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to use the stack the deck binding method, and that is a Laura Dennison method, and I will link her original stack the deck binding in the description box below as well if you want to go check out how she does it. It's amazing. So we're going to count over 3, 1, 2, 3. And we're going to cut that piece off. So you have 3 sections there. So this will be our top layer. And then we're going to count over, let's see. Well, let's do it like this. If you lay this down on there, we just need 1 on either side of that. So it'll be this one. So we're going to count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 over. And we're going to cut that apart. And so if you were using... if you made 6 pages, then you would use actually all 3, and they stack on top of each other like this. So, but we're just using these 2. So I'm going to put this one back in my workbook. Okay. Oh, I scooched you. All right, let me scoot you back. I'm sorry. I knocked right into you. Okay, I'm going to put this up. We don't need it. Okay, we do need our scoreboard, and we need a stylus. It's the EK Tools, both of these. And what we're going to do is on the bigger one, we're going to score this first line, and we're going to score the last line. We're not going to score the 2 in the middle. And then on this one, we're going to score both of these. Like this. Okay. And then we're going to go ahead and we're going to prep them by folding them and burnishing them. And I'm going to have the green color showing up so that you see that in the binding versus, you know, the white. Obviously, I wouldn't have printed the green out in the first place, huh? Okay, so let's flip it over and do it this way. Okay. I'm going to burnish that a little bit just because I really want it to be flexible. Now I know you guys have seen me do this before, but since we're adding a page, I want to go ahead and take you step by step here. Alright, so we're going to flip this sucker over, and I'm using some score tape, and we're going to put a piece on this top flap there, or hinge, or whatever you want to call it. And we're going to put one on the bottom here, right up against that edge, not up against the score edge, up against the free edge. And then for this one, we're going to go ahead and add score tape in the middle. I'm using 3/8 of an inch. Use whatever you have. If you have a 1/2 inch or if you have an inch, go ahead and use that. Okay. You want to use something that's good and sturdy like this, though. You want to use strong adhesive. Don't use the cheapy knockoff kinds for the spine piece, for the binding, because you want it to stay in the book, basically. All right, so then we're going to flip it over to this side, and we're going to put a piece of tape, again, on the free edge of each outside tab or flap or whatever you want to call it. Okay. Just going along that edge there. Okay, so that one ready. And then on this one, we want to do the same thing. We're gonna put tape on all 3 of these sections down here. I'll just go ahead and do that. And remember to go on the outside edge, not towards that score line or score mark or what have you. And flip it over, and we're going to put tape along the edge. You could use some wet glue for these parts here. You could use wet glue for the other part too, but whatever you use, just make sure that it's strong and sturdy for your area, because humidity and stuff does matter, so just keep that in mind. So use what works good for your area. All right, so I am going to notch these corners a little bit, not too terribly much. I'm not even going to go corner to corner, it looks like. Okay. Whoops. Now, let's get the book over here. What I don't want you to do is I don't want you to go ahead and layer these up. Don't layer these up yet. Leave them loose. So I got all my pages sitting in here, so I'm just going to move those out of the way for a second. All right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the bottom one, and if you lay it in there, it should fit perfectly from side to side with the spine piece, so there's not a whole lot of, you don't have to eyeball it too bad. It should fit pretty good this way. So I'm going to go ahead and take the backing off of this piece just in the base, not of the flap, just these 3 pieces here. Oh, you know what? Should I? I should. Before we do that, I'm going to take Distress Oxide. I know y'all know what it is, but in black soot. And my blending tool, I'm going to go ahead and ink this outside edge here because I think you'll see it. Right? And then I think I'm going to ink this top and bottom like that. And I'm going to go ahead and do this while I got it out. Do this other one. And just that. And that. And then top and bottom. Okay. Alright, so now I'm going to take the backing off the center part here. Okay. You could use your glue stick here if you wanted to, but like I said, it should fit in there perfectly. You shouldn't need to do a whole lot of repositioning. Okay. I'm going to go ahead and burnish that on there. Okay. So before, I want to make sure that that's good, and there we go. Alright, so before we attach this piece, I need to find, where is my loose piece? Oh, here's my loose piece. Okay, my loose piece. Okay, so that's going to go, did I pick the wrong space? I did. Shoot. All right, maybe I should put it, what if I put it here? Oh, that'll work. I'll put it here. All right, so first thing I'm gonna do then, I'm gonna take this is the back page that I'm gonna use as the back page. And I'm gonna go ahead and put this in here. So I'm gonna take the backing off of one side here. And I am gonna put a little bit of glue stick just to give me a second. This is just cheapy glue stick that I get from Hobby Lobby, no biggie. And it doesn't help with the adhesion at all. It's just to give me some wiggle room. I get asked that almost every video. So I just keep telling you. So I'm gonna go ahead and slide this on here. The opening, you know, that opening there that from where we made the pages, you know, you make a pocket there. I'm gonna go ahead and slide this down. I'm not gonna go all the way down because I don't want it to be super tight. Which is why the tape is up a little further. Okay. I think I got it. Okay, so then I'm gonna flip it this way. Move this out of the way. And I'm gonna reach in here and get the tape out from under there. Not the tape, but the backing. And then I'm gonna squish it down. Okay, so now we've got that first page in, just like that. Let me go ahead and put this most adorable insert back in. So it goes right there. Perfect. So then this is where we're gonna add the second page, or the loose page, I'm sorry, the loose page. And I'm gonna have to, since I picked the wrong location first, I'm going to have to put the tape on both sides. So let me go ahead and do that now, because when we made the page, we just put it on the one side, but now we're gonna add it to this side because I changed its location, which is no big deal. Let me go a little further past that. No big deal at all. And also, I wanted to point out too that you didn't have to tab these corners on this. I realized that after the fact, but once it's done, right? Okay, so this page is gonna go next. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna put, we're gonna put it like half and half. We're not gonna go half an inch over, even though there's a half an inch space here. We're gonna attach it down, but it's gonna be like it's gonna go right on top of this line right here. So it's gonna go half and half, and there's gonna be like 1/4 of an inch on each side of the tab. So let me go ahead and get the backing off, and we'll just do it. I'm gonna turn it to where I can see. Okay, I'm gonna turn it all the way. I'm gonna turn it upside down, is what I'm gonna do. Okay, so I'm just gonna take it and hold it like I was putting two pages together, and I'm gonna try to, if I can hold it down. What's going on? Oh. Okay, so again, like I said, I'm gonna go half and half. I should probably use my glue stick, you guys. So it's probably gonna be about 1/4 of an inch gap there now. I'm gonna hold it up closer to the camera so you can see. There's 1/4 of an inch gap. I'm gonna go ahead and burnish this down a little bit. All right, flip it around. Flip it open here. I'm gonna burnish that down. Okay, now can you see the half and half part right there? Okay, so what I'm gonna have to do, because I switched locations and messed up and put tape on both sides, I'm gonna have to now put a sliver of something there. So before I go any further, let's see if one of these pieces I cut off from the binding piece, I wonder if it will fit there perfectly. That's probably too skinny. All right, let's cut a sliver off of something here. Okay, this should work. I don't see why it wouldn't. And this was my fault. You know, this was my boo-boo. So sometimes you just got to make things work, you know? So we don't even have to ink it or anything. We can just lay it on there and disguise it. All right, but I do want to make sure that it doesn't have white edges. All right, let's see if that's long enough. Oh, it's too long. Perfect. All right, let's cut off. Here, let me use this. We'll just make it even with that. Let's ink these tiny little edges, just a little. All right, so now I think I might have to add a little bit of tape or a little bit of glue. I'm not sure I got enough there, or cut a wide enough piece. All right, so now we're going to go ahead and add the top piece. We just took the back off of the middle, or the middle off of the back, and we're going to line it up to that bottom piece there. And then we're going to line it up to this top piece here. And I'm going to push it down. There, you can't hardly even tell that I messed up there. You can a little bit if you get really close up on it, but you can hardly tell. Okay, so now we can add our pages just like normal. So if you're wanting to do just a plain page in between, you know, your fancy pocket pages, this one doesn't have any pockets or anything, it's just a couple flips. This is how you would add one if you didn't want to have a whole extra ½ an inch in between your pages. So it kind of knocks that in half. Alright, so let's go ahead and add the rest of these pages real quick. And take the backing off. Uh-oh, my bow's coming off, I see. Get back on there. I'm going to take this piece off here. It says spine. Take the insert out. Okay. I'm going to go ahead and slide this on here. Oh, I didn't put glue stick. I'm brave. I'm going to try to wiggle it down. Okay. Press that on there. Flip it open. That's the only thing about already decorating your pages before you put them in the book is it is a little bit more difficult, I think, to get them into your book because of all the little things that are poking out everywhere and all of that. I mean, it's nice to say, oh, look, you know, you add your pages and you're done. That's nice. But it does make it a little bit more complicated to put your stuff in. I don't know if y'all can tell or not, but I think I'm coming down with a cold. Okay. There we go. That goes there, like that. And then here's this page. This is the little short page. Let's go ahead and add this one. Let's take the insert out. And flip this away. The reason I'm flipping it the same way, whoops, let's take off the other side, is because I want to match them up. I want to line them up so that they are, you know, they look nice. and even. Okay, so let me remove this for a minute. My cool shaker card. That was so fun. We need to do that more often. I used a recycled packaging. So if you haven't seen it, it's in my playlist, my Everlasting playlist. It's just a couple videos back from this one. Okay. All right. And then I'm going to flip it around this way, reach in and get that backing. Let me burnish that down again. Did you see it pop up? Okay. Oh, let's put our shaker card back on there. I just love it. And let's put the insert back in. Alright, so now we've got one more. One more. I think this was the first one we made. This was actually the first page. So cute. So we're going to use it as the first page. Why not? Boy, I just keep knocking that over. Alright, let's take the backing off of one side here. We're going to slide this on. Like that. Flip it over. And we're going to reach in there and grab that backing. Press that down. And then let's put the insert back. Maybe. Come on. There we go. Okay. So now all of our pages are in the book. Well, except for the one that we're going to add on. So the next video, we're going to make another page and we're going to add it into what's already existing here. So here's where the soft spine kind of comes in. Now that we've got the pages on there, I kind of just want to, you know, work it a little bit to get it to where when it's open, it will, the spine itself will kind of come up a little bit. And that way when you're putting your pictures and stuff in, it's not laying open so much. Does that make sense? I mean, no, it's not laying, it lays open more than it does like stick up, I guess. That's what I'm trying to say. Is there a word? Is there a technical term I'm looking for, you guys? I don't know. So, and there's where my boo-boo is. You can't hardly even tell. And there's the extra page. The planned add-on page is right here. And then there's the last page. So, but you probably can't tell, but the spine is bending to the way I need it to bend. Do you see that? And it's flexible and it's sturdy and it's all holding on there good and tight. Okay. Yeah. You know, I'm thinking this might need a magnet or something eventually. We'll have to wait and see. So, yeah. What do you guys think? Can you believe I can bend the spine like that? Look at that. Choom. Awesome. What is so thick? This page right here, since I planned it wrong, there's a lot of thickness. You see all that thickness right there? If I would have known I was putting it here, I probably wouldn't have put that flower there. But there it is, all the same. It's all done. Okay, so it's simple as that, you guys. That's it. That's all it took to add that binding in there and the pages and then the extra page. So we're going to make one more page in the next video and we're going to add it in after the fact. So, and then we'll either do the covers or we may do a pocket or something on the inside of the covers to use up some of the leftover scrap pieces that we have, like for tags and whatnot, but I'm not sure. But we'll just have to wait and see. We'll have to wait and see how it all plays out. But anyway, so that's it. So if you like this video, please give me a thumbs up. Let me know what you think in the comments below. If you haven't subscribed to my channel already, go ahead and hit this subscribe button. And there's a link to my Etsy shop. You can hit it and it'll take you directly to my Etsy shop. And then there's some other videos on the screen that you might enjoy watching. So I will see you guys next time. Bye.